main objectives of the conference was to help the associations to develop, to bring new blood into their memberships, to interest their families and children to become more interested in their culture. And indeed, after the conferences, many families and young people did go back to China and visit their villages. And if they didn't go back, they reconnected in many ways because their interest was renewed to discover their roots back in China or in Taiwan.
I've had an opportunity myself to go back to China to see where my family grew up.
It was really a good experience to see where my great-grandfather lived.
I must say that the experience was quite eye-opening.
I saw some of his descendants, so we're related all the way back to my great-grandfather.
It's really good to see like the faces of your parents or your grandparents.
It was also my first trip back to China.
And you see them that they're reminiscing about the things that they used to do when they were in China and how they used to do it. Like my dad used to go, there wasn't no fridge. And I was like, no fridge? What are you talking about? Just put the milk in the fridge. And he's like, there's no milk, there was no dairy.
I guess I went back thinking to expect one thing, but really coming out with a whole nother experience. A lovely experience, actually.
And I want to go back again to talk to them and meet them and get to know them.
Worlds are vastly different, and my parents grew up in a far different time than I do. And
there's the language barrier too, since I don't speak Hakka or Cantonese or Mandarin.
I'm actually the first generation Canadian that's here. That was only one of the reasons why I would know a bit of Hakka is because my dad used to speak it to me.
Even the people that my parents grew up with as children, a lot of them still remain in the village.
When he grew up, he was saying how he used to walk through certain streets and what they used to call, like they didn't have name for streets, so they called them like the tree street, the big tree street or something like that.
Actually very touching to see my mom walk down the street and be able to greet a grandma that had sort of helped take care of her when she was younger.
It's really nice to see that, you know, the look on their face and so happy that he can reminisce about his childhood in somewhere, and I got to experience that with him.